So I'm sitting here and I'm reading things, right? I'm at work, of course, and I read things in the news. I read things at work. I read things online. I see and I hear. I listen. I think. I watch. I think. I generally keep my mouth shut. I generally do not put forth my 2 cents. Why would I do that? My 2 cents would just, add to the confusion, add to what is going on in the world. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? But I do like to get on here and talk to you. Why? Because you need to hear this. We all need to hear this. I need to hear this. I need to hear myself say this. Procrastination, right? Procrastination is the art. It's an art, believe it or not. Procrastination is the art of putting things off. There are people who dedicate their lives to the study of procrastination. They become very, very proficient at it. They are the epitome of non-accomplishment, right? Non-accomplishment. They don't accomplish anything. It is an art, and they are specialists. They are specialized. They've dedicated. They've researched. They've done everything in their power to not accomplish anything. These people are living in poverty. They brought it upon themselves because the opportunities that were presented to them, they didn't see, or they didn't care to see, they didn't want to see. They put up blinders for some reason, and they did not act upon any kind of effort, right, to pursue that opportunity. They did not grasp it when it was there. There are people who pride themselves. They actually have pride in their lack of accomplishment. They say weird things like, why would I put forth any kind of effort to feed myself? Right? So, you got a car. Of course, if you're one of these individuals who specializes in procrastination, you're probably driving a car that was handed down to you, probably driving a car that you've never maintained, that you've never put forth any effort to figure out the little things that are wrong with it, right? Because you don't value it, because you didn't put forth the effort. Are you one of these people? If you didn't work hard for it, do you actually have a sense of value in it? Those who specialize in procrastination procrastinate. They put things off. They don't do the things that they need to do when they need to do it, right? Okay, think of this. You're going down the road. Your car hesitates. Your engine light comes on. You pull over to the side of the road. You turn the key off. You sit there and think, oh no, I'm going to be late for work. Oh well, I'll just sit here. And they sit there and sit there and sit there, right? Then they decide, oh, well, maybe the car fixed itself. I'll turn the key back on and see if I can go on to work. Well, yeah, sometimes the fault may clear out. Maybe it's heat related, right? Maybe something's clogged up, whatever. But people who have mastered procrastination tend to not have the gumption to even find out. They don't get out. They don't go lift the hood up. They don't, periodically check the fluids in the car, this or that. And then boom, guess what? All of a sudden, they don't have a vehicle that operates. Their vehicle is just sitting there wherever it happens to be when it stops operating. Then they have no way to work if they have a job, right? Because they didn't put forth the effort to maintain that vehicle or to fix little problems here or there, all of a sudden they have no transportation. All of a sudden they have no job. All of a sudden they have no income. All of a sudden they can't feed themselves. All of a sudden they can't pay their bills. And what do? They come to you because they see that you have resources. They see that you're a responsible person. In their minds, they're thinking, man, this guy's got it made. He's got it made in the shade. He's rich. Look at him. He's got this nice car. Look at him. He's got this nice house. Look at him. He's got a beautiful family. Look at this. They've got nice clothes. They go on vacations. They do this. They do that. Right? So they're going to come to you and try to use your resources. Resources that you have worked for. Resources that your family, right? Those resources are there for your family. But this person who procrastinates, who puts things off, who does not have that gumption in their life to do anything to prevent themselves from being pushed into poverty, they want what you have. They don't understand that you have worked your you-know-what off, that you have worked hard, that you, over the years, have put your blinders on, and when little things crop up, you jump at it. When opportunities crop up, you jump at it. When your senses tell you that things are getting ready to change, and you might need to go and do something, right? You jump at it. You go and you do it, right? These other people, the ones that procrastinated, they don't see all that hard work that you put in. They don't see all the effort that you put in, all the thoughts that you put into it. Right? That's why they live in poverty. They live in poverty because they chose to. They chose to not put forth the effort. They chose to not think it through. They chose not to jump when that opportunity comes around. Yeah, I know there are people in this world who are physically and mentally disabled and unable to do, right? But you got to remember what the Lord says in all his teachings and writings. There are people that you should not help, and there are people that you should help. You need to discern who those people are. If you're constantly helping the procrastinator, then that procrastinator is just going to procrastinate more, just going to get worse and worse and worse. And if they use you and you allow it, they're always going to come back to you. Think about that.